Hey, well, hi everyone, and thank you very much for watching or listening. It's Liam Hartery back with you today with another episode of Presenting Champions for the Simply Inspired podcast. And today I'm joined by a very special guest. I'm joined by the man of steel himself, professional kickboxer from Greece, Mike Karamoustetas. Hopefully, I'm saying that the right way. I've been practicing that. Today we're going to be talking about everything involved, not only in the combat sports world and some of Mike's biggest wins, his proudest moments, and some of these things. But we'll also be sharing some tips that you, the viewers, can use in your daily life to succeed and achieve your dreams. Whether you are a professional fighter, whether you're doing something else, there's some great tips that Mike will be able to share with you today in terms of the mindset that it takes to reach such a high level in one of the toughest sports in the world. Let me say that. Like I said before, my friend, thank you very much for making the time for this today and grateful to
Thank you
have
for the invitation, Liam.
you. Very welcome, and it's a wonderful thing. Okay, I'm actually going to kick things off just very briefly, talking about one of your recent fights, only because it's just happened with Errol Zimmerman, the Bone Crusher. We'll talk about that. After we've talked about that, I'm going to go back in time and talk about your early life. But because that fight has just happened, I think it'll start things off with a bang. Can you share with us some of your memories from that fight and how it went for you, please?
Yes, of course. Every fighter makes a strategy for his fight. So I was studying him, I watching him all his fights, and but it's different when you go up to the ring. So I make a strategy for Errol Zimmerman. But Errol Zimmerman is not only the experience; he's a smart player, a smart fighter. Sorry. So my strategy wasn't so success. He hit me on my foot many times, and my foot start aching, so I can't move it. So I stopped. That was the bad thing. But I was thinking to get tired, make him get tired in the first round, and after in the second round to make a full attack to him. Well, my strategy wasn't go well, so it's happened this.
Well, it happens, but the reason I brought that up, I know that the fight didn't go the way you wanted, obviously, but it's still something to be proud of with fighting a guy like that with everything he's achieved. So I look on the positive side of that experience. Let's go back in time for a moment, as I mentioned, in terms where it all began for you in your life, but particularly in terms of martial arts, shall we say, combat sports. What was your very first inspiration to actually become a fighter, please?
Well, I was a basketball player. I started with football, but I was a basketball player. In When I was 15, they picked me for the national team of Greece. So I said, "Good, that's nice." But after I was a guy who likes to work, not sit. I was like to work. So after some strange things, I was in Athens. I go back in my town in Larissa, and then I meet my coach from a from one of my uncle. My uncle, he was a big guy, very strong, huge. He was a boxer. So I meet my teacher from him, and in age of 16, I start to teaching to learning kickboxing. It was very nice because have big competition and good guys which show me and teaching me the good way and how to use my power, my hits, everything. But when I was 19 years old, I play for the international champion of Greece, and I get the first position. And my first fight was first position. Yeah, I play very hard and very strong. I was so exciting. I was I was feel very nice, really. And I start the fights in have good competition in all the Greece, have strong guys. Well, I get 27 victories from my 30 amateur uh, games. And after, I meet a manager in Larissa. He came from Thessaloniki. Actually, he was in German. He came in Thessaloniki, and he makes some trials. So I go and make some trials. He see me, he like me. Say, okay, I give you a professional fight. So my professional fight was in Switzerland. Was very good with a guy, which when I ask my manager, because we go together on this fight, I say, I ask him how many fights he have this guy. Say 5 fights, five, no more. Ah, okay. But he was very tall. He was taller than me, and he was 17 kilos more than me, almost 20. So I said, okay, no problem. I don't fear nothing. I never fear nothing and nobody in my life. And so I go up in the ring. I fight with him. But the second round, I hit here from his uh, from his knee, and so the doctor, because he have many blood in my eye, can't see the fight stops. After when I talk with him, he come, he give me his hand, say you're very strong, very good. Say thank you, and I ask him, a friend of him, how many fights he have, because I see he have big experience. Say this guy have 60 fights and 35 knockouts. So I laugh and I say, okay, I thought he had five. I say, no, but he was very good guy and very strong. But after that, it gives me more power. When you fight with someone who have more fights than you, he have more experience than you, and you see yourself, he can push him very hard, and all the game it gets, how say, it's you can fight with him straight, and so it gives you more power. This because maybe I lost, but I say to myself, okay, you can fight with everyone. So that's like something like this. We start my career.
Amazing story, wonderful story, and I'm glad that you mentioned the basketball. It makes sense now, and obviously you have the shirt as well. Very good. Yeah.
Good.
Oh, yes, no, wonderful. But that I think what you said there as well is a very good life lesson for people. You know, to be the best, you have to face the best. You know, not
Of
only
course, of
uh,
course.
yeah, not only in fighting as well. I mean, even in life, in other things in life, to learn from the best people is a very
Yeah.
important lesson. A question for you though, at this time when you were beginning, from the time that you mentioned, sort of 16, 17, coming out of basketball to what you were saying there, the amateur times, the professional. Did you expect to go as far as you have gone now? In other words, have did you always expect to achieve as much?
Uh, yes and no. It's actually is a more yes because when you have inside passion for that you do, when you have love, pure love for what you do, it's you're going up and up. It's like you say before, if you don't fight the best, you are not the best. Okay, so I see you can fight 100 fighters, but if this fighters is a low level, you are not the best. You're not good for yourself, not for the others, for yourself. So when I fight with Errol Zimmerman and I say I can fight with him, I say I'm good. I count, but I count for myself first, for my teacher, and after for all the others. I count. I want to show that I'm count. Okay. I don't want to say, oh Mike, okay, go fight, take a zone, take a championship from nowhere. It's not the point in this. You can get 100 trophies, 100 belts, but if you don't fight with the best, you can't be the best.
Yes.
That I believe, and that's the truth.
This is the truth, absolutely. And it's one of the reasons that I wanted to talk with you because you have um that real mentality, of wanting to fight the best. Because you get a lot of guys these days where they have like the perfect record and stuff, but you look at the opponents and it's not the quality. So whereas you always fighting the best guys, and it's part of the reason I wanted to talk with you, to be honest. So I'm really glad that we've mentioned that. So respect for that, for what you've achieved,
Thank you very much. Thank
Um, so it's very good, very good. Now, as we move into your professional career, what I often say to people in these situations, I often say, I would love to talk about every fight, but if we did, we'd be here until, next week or sometime long. So what I usually do with this is I break it down into the ones that are the most special to you,
you.
because going back to what we were saying just now, you're fighting the best, you count for yourself, and I love asking this question because people come back with the answer of which fights mean the most. It's usually not the one you expect. So if we're talking about your proudest moments, your favorite moments, this kind of thing, it's sort of a big question, but I wonder which ones are those for you, please.
Yes. Uh, my best moments is it's when I fight, when I complete the fight, and 3 rounds. Because when you fight with someone and he can hold all your strong hits, and this you join the fight when you make your techniques correct, when you listen your teacher, and the most of this when my teacher said come to me and say, no matter if you win or you're lost, I'm good, I'm okay because you do everything I say. I'm proud of you because you listen me. You don't do something wrong or something bad or something which I don't say. So when my teacher come and say to me, Mike, was perfect. It's like I win. It's like I win, no matter the results. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, sometimes you learn. Because if you lost, you say, okay, sometimes it's from the house you lost because many things, many times happen this. And I beat, I kick his ass, but some guys, but they don't give me the fights because of the house. Uh, I don't care. I know what I do. I make everything correct. So what?
Yeah, I understand. I understand. It's a very important lesson.
Good.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, you're back. You're frozen for a moment. Yes, you're
Yes,
back.
yes, sorry. Yeah,
No,
someone called.
that's okay. Don't worry. It happens. It's small. Uh,
Mhm.
something. It's not really a question, but something I was going to say to you is I notice a difference when I deal with fighters of people from your sort of generation. I mean, I don't know exactly how old you are, but roughly, who have more love in the sense that it's a journey inside them, like what you're just saying.
Mhm.
And now you get more guys, not everybody, but you get more guys who want
Mhm.
to be famous or they want to be rich or they're doing it for this type of reason, but it doesn't make them happy, even when they get that. Whereas,
Yeah.
like yourself, you're testing yourself. You're seeing, uh, when you look in the mirror, what do you see? I
Yes,
understand this.
yes,
And that makes people happier with their achievements, I think personally.
yes.
Have you seen that difference in the fighters now to the fighters who are like a little bit older? And
I see, every generation have a different mind. So I see here in Greece, I see some people who fight and fight, really fight for themselves first. But I see some guys fight for the shown off to show. I see pictures, video, and like a circus. But you must be more low profile, I believe. You must be some more quiet profile because you are not, for example, like McGregor or like Badahari or like Mayweather. Sorry, like this. Uh, this what they do. These guys is a part of their job, like the fighters I met before. But when you are not about not about the wallet only, it's about to be more uh, have low profile for yourself because the people appreciate that. Because when I fight everywhere, I fight almost the half planet. But when I talk with my friends or with the company, I say, I don't want to talk about kickboxing or about my fights. Let's talk about something else. I don't like to show off. Some others say when I listen all the time, I listen this. They make a big show off. I make this. I make that. Okay, okay, good for you, but keep it for yourself. Don't talk too much. Don't talk all the time because maybe someone come break your hand in a fight, and after you be like your heart broke.
yes,
So
yes, I agree.
I must have passion, but to show the passion, your passion correct in the ring, in the gym, to your teacher. If your teacher see this, the best. Because after the other guys see this. So when I going in a fight and I come back, see all the guys in the gym say, Mike, I see your fight. Bravo, very nice, very strong. Good, 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 good. Yeah, thank you, of course. Thank you, thank you. I speak with everybody in the gym. Everybody is smoking. And sorry, one moment,
It's okay.
just a sec, because they calling me. Sorry.
Don't worry, it happens. It's good that you've stayed on the call because usually when people get a phone call, it stops, So
Yeah.
at least we've stayed on. But um, it's a good lesson, Mike. It's a very good lesson for life. As I said at the beginning, whether people are fighting or whether they're doing something else, what is inside of the heart is, I think, the most important thing. And I'm really glad we got to mention that topic. Coming back to the fights themselves, if is it okay or do you need a moment?
No, no, no. Tell me, I'm listening.
No, it's okay. I just don't want to bother you.
No,
No, so coming back to the fights themselves, people, especially the fans, always want to know about the toughest fights, the toughest contests. But just to give that one bit of context, it's not always who hits the hardest. I mean, a lot of times I ask this question, and people have something going on in their life outside of the ring. They have to focus through that to win. And it's not always just about the power, it comes in different forms, as you know, obviously. Just to give that the context. But in your own words, which are some of your biggest challenges in fights, or some of your toughest ones?
my biggest challenges was my biggest challenges was when I fight in my town in Larissa. Uh, sorry, I was fight for the Greek championship in Larissa, and I get the first place in K1 category. Thank you very much. And low kick. And because when you fight in your town, people come to see you, and you don't want to disappoint them. But you don't. I don't want to disappoint myself, and I was want to disappoint some people who don't like me because I have a career. Many people jealous, especially from my town. They're jealous because I'm fighting. I'm here. I'm fighting. I go in all the biggest organization in Earth and fight almost. And so these people come to see you to lose. So you have to disappoint them. So I like this. When I listening, ooh, I like this. Gives me more power, more strength, and I say thank you, thank you. You give me more power with this. And but I like more when I see people who say bravo, hey, Mike. So I was have 3 fights, I think, in my town. It was very nice. Big challenge this for me. A lot of my friends come to see me, and after I fight in German, have a good fight, very big challenge, because I thought I will play 3 rounds, 3 minutes, 3 rounds. So my manager come in the in come to me and say, "Oh, Mike, you will fight 5 rounds for a zone for a WKU." I said, "Seriously?" And I wasn't have a good preparation, but I say, "Okay, yes, you sure? Yeah, of course, you sure?" You say you ask me again, I will kick you. So I say yes, send. And so I fight 5 rounds, no 5 rounds with a strong guy. I wasn't have good preparation. In the third round, I hit him uh, very bad, and he gets some dizzy, but the bell. So he saved me by the bell. But after the fight, he come and say to me, say, in the third round, you hit me and I get dizzy, but 5 seconds and finish the round. Never mind, it happens because, like I said, fight. I fight very good, very hard. So I join the fight, no matter the result. Uh, Next fight was in Fusion. Was very good in Canarian Islands. Uh, it was a good challenge and good fight there also. But I get here my nose start leaking too much blood. I was to continue, but everywhere have blood. So the the guys from the fight say better stop because you make all the place with blood. I say okay. Next fight was in Vendetta. Vendetta was very good. I I knock out I knock out my opponent in 1 minute, and the organizers say bravo, very nice. My teacher also. He was very nervous because I was fighting for the zone, Vendetta, and he was very nervous. I was quiet. I was confident. So in 1 minute, I said, like I know. I know what happens. So I say I need 1 minute good with him. And after in many fights, now I don't remember everything, but like this fight now in the K1, it was a good challenge. It was very, very good challenge, the biggest challenge in my career to fight with Harold Zimmerman. And I say to myself, you can win if you follow your strategy, and if everything goes well, you can win. But it happens, bad things happen. So I heard there, if it was a small hit and I can rest some, maybe I can keep going. But wasn't have time to rest because I can't walk. It was like this. No, I don't remember all all my good challenges, but most of my kickboxing career was I was have good challenges.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, as I said earlier, Mike, you fought a lot of the best guys, and as I also said earlier, even with the Errol Zimmerman one, it's still something to be proud of, getting, fighting that level, somebody like that. So there's positives to take from it. Also, a couple of other things you mentioned there that I'd like to focus on in that topic. One of them to mention quickly as well, because I know some of these are big questions, by the way. So, I'm sorry, but then at the same time, it leads into interesting things. But you mentioned earlier you fought all around the world and many places, which I've seen. I think for young fighters who are starting out, it's a sort of fun, inspiring topic for them to talk a little bit about some of the places you've been that you visited as a fighter. Which you wouldn't have been to if you were not a fighter, if that makes sense, and you wouldn't have gone there on holiday, or something like this. You've gone there to compete. I'm glad we mentioned your hometown because that's a special place. But then if we talk about the world, some places that you've enjoyed going to, basically, that fighting has taken you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. And do you have some favorite ones from it? Like some favorite places you've been that like I was saying, that wouldn't have you would never have gone there if it wasn't for fighting.
My favorite place was in Canarian Islands because it was very beautiful, very nice. Spent good time with my manager, and we spent good time because most of my managers we have a good relation, like a friends, like a family, and this is much important. Also with my teacher, we're like a family, and where you have a part of your family with you, it makes you feel more good, more strong. And one of my favorite places here was in Canarian Islands. Uh, was in Romania in Super Combat. I forgot to mention that. Was very good fight there. Very strong fight. Very nice. And the people like me there. They show me. Then they like me there, and I like them because makes me have good spend good time there. And yeah, these two was very good. And all the places I went, also in Germany was nice. In Hungary was nice. And but I like to not spend time around. I want to rest, to make off everything of my mind, to clean my mind, and to focus on my fight. But before that, you have to spend some good time, to laugh, to see some things you do, like something, to not be with bad feelings and, oh, I came here, I don't have nothing to do. Oh, you have to walk, to spend time to meet the people. I like to meet good people. I like to meet everyone, to talk with them, to ask them. It's good, it's nice.
Yeah, it's just something good that I think people don't talk about enough. And like I mentioned, with some of the people starting out in their careers, I think it's very inspiring for them because it's like a bonus of the job is to travel. Also, when it comes to representing your country, to representing Greece around the world,
Yes.
I'd like to talk about this and what it means to you in your own mind and your own heart to be able to do that.
Yeah, it's a honor, because when you go somewhere to get your flag and do that because people like Greece and Greeks because we have from many years, long time, big history, we have big history, and they call me, you look like Spartan with your beard, and yeah, and I like that. Yeah, maybe I'm from Larissa, but say you look like Spartan. So now I live in Athens last 5 years, and everywhere I go, I say I'm from there. Larissa, I live in Athens. I say where I'm from. I not feel bad for this. I'm not safe for this. So it's good because when you have your flag and you have your history, gives you power. This uh, flag is here, in my heart, and see, I don't have tattoos. I respect my body. I have, only my flag, nothing more. I don't need
Yes,
something
absolutely.
else.
Absolutely, I understand. I understand what you mean, and it's a wonderful thing. I mean, as I mentioned to you earlier, not to go off on a topic, but I've been living in Cyprus nearly 1 year now, and the obviously a lot of people from Greece, mainland Greece, are here, and obviously it's Greek culture. I love the passion, I love the how warm everybody is. I would say the friendliest people in the world that I've met from anywhere. I really mean it. Obviously, it's not everybody, but most people, is a lot more friendly, and I wanted to talk that. Anyway, not to go off on a distraction. I also wanted to mention, you said earlier about like when you're visiting places, having the time to relax and this sort of thing. And you said earlier, right at the beginning, that you're not afraid of any fight, which I understand. But
Mhm.
there's obviously the adrenaline, there's obviously the natural response in the body that happens on this. And around the fight game, I've been in the dressing rooms, with people when they're getting ready and things like this. And you have to
Mhm.
have a very strong mind as well as a strong body to do what you do. And basically, the question is how you handle the build up to the fight when it's getting close, how you stay calm, how you handle any adrenaline and stay positive and these type of things because it's something people don't see much, like the fans don't see this. The other fighters
Yes.
well, no, other fighters, but not the fans. So how do you do that, please, champ? How do you do it?
Well, I'm trying to stay calm, and I talking with my teacher. I stay out in the stadium and looking some fights. I prepare my hands, my bandage, and so I'm getting ready. It's about the experience. So 3 fights before your fight. Uh, Actually, 30 minutes. Start my to get warm and to make the palms slowly to go up. But I'm sitting, I'm talking with my wife on my phone, talking with some friends who say good luck to me. I answer to them. I read all these messages. I stay calm, try to stay calm. I watching the other fighter with they preparing, talking with them, talking with their coaches. I like that. It's a very nice part. And when the time comes, I start going up. My pulse, my get pressure, get my adrenaline up, and it's coming a fire from inside. And Say, okay, now it's my time. Let's go. I'm ready. But I can't wait to go up in the ring every time. I can't wait. And slowly, you have to make your palms up. But before, you have to be calm to discuss with the people and clean your mind from everything, from the problems. Now you are here. It's your job. It's you have to do. You have to be focused. Like you're working in a factory with one machine, and you are focused in your job. This is like this. You have to be focused to this which you do.
Absolutely.
Like you are a writer and you write something, you don't have to make wrong. So you clean your mind and you focus on your fight, focus there, right? All the time, focus to your coach, course. Uh, get get ready. You have to be ready here first, after here, and after here.
Yes, I understand. It's a wonderful description of the process that you go through. Really good, because everyone has to handle this in their own way, and it's a valuable. Again, like I said earlier, not only for fighting, but even when people have like they're doing an exam or they're going for a job interview or they start their own business or something like this. Everybody has to face that little bit of, the adrenaline and push past. So I think it's very useful for people. You mentioned something there as well. You mentioned you speak to your wife, and if you don't mind me asking, because I'm asking this because people see the fighters in the ring, but they don't see all of these other things. And again, when I've been ringside, you see people's family there, worrying about how they're going to be doing, and people don't see this human side of fighters, they just see the tough people, but they're not seeing like the
Mhm.
heart. So my question is, your family, I guess they watch you fight. How do they react to it when they're watching you?
uh, my mother and my father not so interesting about my fights for many years. Actually, once my mother came in one of my fights before many years, and she I knock out my opponent, and say my mother say you kick his head so bad. I said, are you crazy? That's we do here. But she don't come again in another of my fight and never ask me again. My father, he don't know about the sport. He not so interested. But when I show him my videos and when I show him my trophies, he say, okay, good. He likes. My wife, every time watching from from her phone my fights and from the internet. Yeah, like I mentioned before, my wife shows all the time my fights on the internet, and she's a little bit scared. But I don't like to come to see you. She came once to see me. She saw me how hard I fight, and she get scared some. And I said to her, "This I don't fight with the other guy because I hate him or I have something, but." For him, we are fighters. This is our job to do. And sometimes he understands, sometimes he's scared to see me, but uh, she likes. She says she don't like, but she likes to see me. She don't like to see me when I'm hurt. Sometimes I hurt once here, or maybe once here in my nose, but when she see blood, she's scared. But I said it's part of the game. And my daughter, also I have one little daughter. She's too young now, but when I go to see her, she say to me, say, Daddy, show me your fights on their phone, on your phone. And she likes she watching my fights. She put my gloves. She make shadow boxing. Yeah, they like. But my mother and my father never give me support for this. I only have my coach who give me support. My coach is like my father, and he give me very support for this. So I feel good for that.
That's good. That's good. I mean, yeah, different people, not everybody likes it. You hear that a lot with families. And I think, I don't mean it to sound bad, but I think the women get scared more, obviously, when you see
Yeah, of course.
stuff, you know. But anyways, like I said, it's a human aspect of you as a fighter because you're not just a fighter, you're a man in different areas of life. So the last two topics, and then we'll wrap this up. So two more things because time and everything for people to.
Yes, yes, yes.
um, you mentioned earlier, you don't have the tattoos, you respect your body and everything, and I
Mhm.
like that. I like that. And to be clear to anyone watching, I have nothing against tattoos. Is fine, but with different people. Are you a man of faith? Are you? I guess you are a believer in God and things
Yeah,
like.
yes.
And this before your fights, do you pray and things? Does your faith play a role?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Before the fight, I always pray. I have a priest in Larissa, which I call him, and I say to him, I speak with him. He asks me, "How are you?" Say, "Don't worry, I'm here. I'm seeking you. I make praise for you." We discuss with them. We discuss together, and say, "Mike, go. You are strong. Go." I say very good praise for you. I pray with him, the phone, and I make my Christ, and as you see in my videos, and I going up because I believe this is to. I said to the God, don't give me the win, give me good health. I need good health to go up and come down. As for good health, victory is in my hands, but I ask for health. This is I want good health to go up and to go come down without to hit, without to have any problem, nothing. And most times happen this. Actually, all the times. I never hit something bad. I never have a bad hit
Yeah.
like the uses only. But I feel good about that.
Yes. Very good. It's something, when I do these interviews, I prepare some questions, obviously, I have some things in mind, but sometimes you're talking with people and you just get the feeling, you just get the feeling about something. And with this topic, with the faith, I just had the feeling to ask you. So it's not the logical, it's like that. And also I'm learning about some of these things here in Cyprus with the Orthodox and everything. So anyway, so that's a good topic to talk about. My last topic for you, which we need to mention, is the future, your future plans, and what you'd like to do next in your career, in terms of your next fights, in terms of what you plan to do, maybe with coaching people, helping them, training them. Basically, anything you would like to say about your future, please.
What I want is to go in the top because if you don't go in the top, you don't do nothing. I want to go in the top. I want to fight with the best. I want to fight the best. This is my plans. I want to go in a good organization like Glory
Yeah.
right now. I want to fight with the best there. I want to push myself, and so after I can say to myself, "You go there, you do it, win, lose, not matter, but you go, you do it, you made it." Like a friend of mine said to me, "Mike, you start from low and you fight in the K1 with Errol Zimmerman.
Mm.
Who do this? Who do this?" So my plans is to have good health, first of all, and make good preparation. And I believe all the time good fights come for me, strong fights, and so I go to the top. If I go there, I want to show. I want to go there and show to the people, show to myself, of course, first. After show to my teacher and to the people, then I'm deserved. I'm good. I'm in the elite of the fighters. So I want to go there and fight as well. And if we win, okay. We lost, it's again okay.
I love
That's
it.
my plans now.
Yes,
And I was training every day, so I'm okay.
good. Wonderful, wonderful answer, Mike. Wonderful. Well, we've talked about some good things today. And you know what I had in mind when I contacted you was basically what we've covered. You know, a few fun stories from your fight, good stories, and then a few lessons and a few things that people can use. You know, if they're other fighters, if they're doing something else, because a lot of people look up to you, a lot of people respect you when you're
Mhm.
an athlete, you know, obviously you have that role model aspect and things people want to learn from you. And we've covered that, you know, we've covered the lessons and the fun stories. So I'm very happy. And I just want to thank you again, not only for your time, but also for being open about everything, you know, other things in your life behind or outside of the ring, I should say, other things in your life. So thank you very, very much for that. And
Thank
thank
you
you.
very much, Liam. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. I will send this to you when I release it. The only thing I say is when I promote it my side, if you could share it as well, I'd be very grateful for that. And other than that, I will be cheering for you in your future fights, and hopefully I
Thank
can
you.
come to one of your future fights physically as well, because
I would love to meet you.
I would as well in person, because we're not far away from each other, you know, Greece and Cyprus.
Yes.
It's a good thing. But anyway, thank you again, and my best wishes to your family. God bless.
Thank you.
I'll speak with
You
you
too.
very soon when this is ready, and we'll go from
Thank
there.
you.
Thank you, champ.
Thank you very much. Have a
Thank
good day. Thank you.
you. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to the Simply Inspired YouTube channel, and there'll be more videos coming soon.